Good morning, my dear students. I'm your social teacher of class 4. Today, we are going to see new lesson that is very interesting to learn. If I say the topic, sure you all feel happy. That is Unit 4, Lesson 9, our water resources. Students, in this class, we are going to see the basic introduction about the water, and we can write only the book exercise of lesson 7, the climate of our country. Students, I know very well that last video I gave heavy writing work. Again, if I give classwork means you all feel bad. So, you just copy down only the book exercise alone. In the next video, I will give you question and answer for lesson 7. Now we can move to the lesson. All living organisms need basic 3 resources to live. That is soil, water and air. We already discussed soil resources in the previous video. Now we are going to see the water resources. Students, water is very precious. Human beings, plants and animals need water to survive. Tell me, what are the uses of water? You all know we need water for drinking, washing, cleaning, cooking and many other day-to-day activities. Water is necessary in the factories to run machines and to make different things we need. Farmers need water to grow crops. We have read that from space our planet Earth looks blue. This is because a large portion of the Earth is water. However, only a small amount is actually fit for drinking and other activities. This water is found in lakes, rivers, ponds and under the ground as underground water. The water of seas and oceans cannot be used as it is salty. Students, can you understand? Again I am saying about 3/4 of the surface of land is covered with water in the form of oceans, rivers and lakes. So, water is a renewable resources. What do you mean by renewable resources? This means that fresh water on earth gets renewed. Understood or not? It is renewed. So, no one is going to make the water. It is a natural resources whenever it rains. Rainwater is the natural source of water. It fills rivers, lakes, ponds and some of it seeps to be ground to make groundwater. However, most of the time the amount of water that is used up is much greater than the amount that gets renewed through rainfall. This is the reason we should never waste water. Most of the farmers in India depends on rain, but the amount of rainfall is not fixed. Also, the distribution of rainfall is not uniform. This means that while some places gets a good amount of rainfall, others do not get rainfall properly. Moreover, it does not rain all through the year. Now, we can see perennial rivers and non-perennial rivers. Students, we already discussed this perennial and non-perennial in the previous class. So, this will be easy for me to teach again. Rivers, lakes and ponds are natural source of fresh water. The rivers that are formed from the melting snow of the Himalayan mountain are known as perennial rivers. Ganga, Yamuna, Indus and Brahmaputra are some rivers have water all through the year. The rivers of perennial India such as Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri are rain-fed or non-perennial rivers. Students, I think this will be enough for the introduction of water. In the upcoming video, we can see the irrigations, wells and tube wells, canals, tanks and dams. Now, take your book, take lesson 7, the climate of our country, book exercise, page number 54. In that, we have part A, fill in the blanks, part B, true or false, part C, match the following. Today, we are going to write only part A, B and C. In the next video, I will give you the question and answer for this lesson. See the fill in the blanks. First question. The day-to-day change in the atmospheric conditions is called dash. Answer is weather. W-E-A-T-H-E-R, weather. Second question. The northern plains experiences intense heat in the dash season. Answer is summer. S-U-M-M-E-R, summer. Third question. Hot and dry winds that blows across the northern plains during summer is called dash. Answer is Lu. L-O-O, Lu. Fourth question. Winds full of moisture that bring rain to India are called dash. Answer is western disturbances. W-E-S-T-E-R-N, western disturbances. D-I-S-T-U or B-A-N-C-E-S, disturbances. Fifth question. Extended period of dry weather with little or no rain is called dash. Answer is drought. D-R-O-U-G-H-T, drought. B, part B, true or false. First question. The climate of a place depends on its location and rainfall. What is that answer? True. You can write T alone in that box. Second question. The summer season starts in June and ends in September. Answer is false. So, when the summer season will start and when it ends, this summer season will start in the middle of March till the end of June is the correct answer. So, what they gave, it starts from June and ends in September. So, answer is false. Third question. The humidity rises during the monsoon season? Answer is true. Fourth question, flowers blossom during the autumn season? Answer is false. So in the autumn, what will happen? The leaves will fall down. So when the flowers will blossom, it will blossom in the spring season. Fifth question, seasons follow a pattern every year. What is that answer? True. Now we can move to C. Match the following. See the first question, summer. Summer answer is Lu. 1. You can put 1. Second question, winter. Winter answer is western disturbance. Third question, monsoon. Rainfall in Tamil Nadu. Answer E. Fourth one, autumn. Answer B. Shedding of leaves. Fifth one, spring. What is that answer? March and April. Answer D. So students, complete your book exercise and send it to edstar.4@gmail.com. Thank you children. Have a good day.